now be recorded.
So your diagram will be something like this. Your diagram will be something like this. Okay, something like this, because all the Marcy material will be there from the Mara. Okay, so that's why yesterday if you have observed that when I'm going to get the data from the Mara and Marcy using the using the for all entries, right? Then while preparing the final data, I'm putting the loop at IT underscore Marcy, means whatever data I have got from the Marcy table, right? On that I'm putting the first loop. This is my outer loop. Why? So that I can use the minimum iteration, right? You can use this, you can put loop at IT underscore Mara also as a outer loop. IT underscore Mara also you can use, but that will be the so many, it will go and check for all the material. But why to check for all the material when it is not required? Yes, if we are going for left outer join, in that case you can do, because in left outer join you are going to have all the material, right? So in that case you can put loop at IT underscore Mara and then you can go. But in this case, when you are having the inner join, right? When you are having the inner join, so inner join, only the Marcy will be captured, right? In inner join, if we're observing, then only Marcy will be your uh, perfect, your Marcy is going to be your perfect choice, right? Because this will be only the common one. But in case of outer join, Mara also will be covered, and the common material from Marcy also is going to be covered. So once you will start practicing, then only it will, it will be more clear. Whatever I put the effort over here, it will make some sense. But until and unless you will start practicing, it will be difficult to grasp the concept in the detail, right? In the proper way. So please practice whatever I have given the assignment yesterday. Please complete those. Okay. And if you face any doubt, feel free to ask, feel free to discuss. Okay. Just once again go over there. But the basic understand, the basic concept, at least it should be clear. That's my that basic concept should be clear. Okay, so Mara, you have seen how the Mara is there, and the Marcy also you have seen. And if you see that, so let me write over here. This is our Mara table. Okay, so fine here. So this is Mara, this is Marcy, and Mardi, if you see, all the Mardi will be there here within the Marcy, because in Mardi only those data will be there which is present in Marcy table. Okay, which is present in Marcy table, because Mardi is having the foreign key relationship with the Marcy table, and Marcy table is having the foreign key relationship with the Mara table. That means for Marcy table, Mara is the dependent table, and for the Mardi table, Marcy is the dependent table. Okay, so none of the material, plant and storage location combination. Okay, so here in Mardi table, whatever the material will be there, that must be in Marcy table, and whatever the material is there in the Marcy table, that will must be in the Mara table. That is for sure. Okay, because this is the check table relationship is there. For Mardi, Marcy is check table, for Marcy, Mara is check table. Okay, fine. So this is how the relationship it will look. Fine. And in Mara, there can be some material which cannot be present in Marcy. So you can see some space is blank over here in Mara, right? You can see over here, you can observe that some space is blank, right? In Marcy also you can see some space is blank, right? Marcy and Mardi, you just observe over here. Okay, so but if you see the VBAP table, okay, in VBAP table also, or whatever the material in Mara there, okay, let me show you. VBAP also, it can be something like this. It can be something like this. This is your BBAP. So all the material certainly will be coming from Mara only, because Mara is our master table. Master table is our Mara. All the material will be there. But whatever material in Mara is there, it is not necessary that material is going to match in Marcy or it is going to match with Mardi. It can match or it cannot match. Both possibilities there in this BBAP table. But whatever material it is there, that in Mara, that material must will be there. So you can put the diagram like this also, or if it is going to match with Marcy and Mardi, you can put like this also, right? So now if we're going to put the inner join, okay, if we're going to put the inner join, then which data you will get over here? Okay, can you tell me what data you will get? What will be the common data? So see, you will be having only the common data, this particular data. I will just mark it over here. Just a second. Fill. I will use this fill option, and I will just a second. No fill, why it's solid color. I'm trying to fill it. Just a second.
Sir, you are using brush. That's why I think.
Brush only is required to fill, na?
Container.
With the help of brush only we fill, right? This is the brush. So I'm trying to fill it. Marker, no fill. Why no fill? Why that option is not coming? I don't know. Okay, so but what actually I'm trying to do, that this particular, this is the common area which is everywhere, right? So this is actually, right, this this is the brush, right? Oh, this
Yeah.
one, right? This is,
Yes.
yeah. Earlier it was not coming, or I was not able to see. I don't know. So he see, this one is actually this one. This is the common place. Means this is the common data will come if we are going to put the inner join for all the table. Okay. But suppose if we are going to put the inner join, right? If we're going to put the inner join and your BBAP table is something like this, here you are having the BBAP table, and Mara, Marcy, Mardi, everywhere you are going to put the inner join, then what will happen? What you will get? Can you see any common area over here? You don't have any common area. You will get in this case 0 result, right? Because nothing is common. If you're going to put the inner join on all this table, then you will not get anything, because nothing is common in this. Between BBAP and Mara, something is common, that's fine. But all together, there is nothing common, so you will get the 0 result. So you must have to understand the concept, right? So one more thing I will tell you over here. Now, suppose if you are having this Mara, and again you are having this, just a second, and again I'm having this Marcy. So we are having this Mara and this Marcy. I want to show the common. I don't know how to show it. It's not coming. Okay, let me try to write. Let me put like this. Okay. Okay.
So in fill, I can.
Okay, so here we can understand like this. Okay, this is the Mara. Now this is, yeah, when I was selecting this fill icon at that time, it was working fine, right? But when it works, this fill icon, I don't know. Yeah, now it's working. Fill, no line, solid color. Okay, so here if I'm going to take and let me, now also it is the same thing. Okay, no problem, I will use this one. Okay, so something like this, just as a workaround. Okay, so here you can see this is my Mara table, and this is my here I'm having the Mara. Okay, and the Marcy table. uh, Once again I'm doing the mistake, 1 second. This is our Mara table, and let me draw with this. Marcy will be inside this, right? So what actually I'm trying to tell you over here, that if we are going to use the inner join on Mara and Marcy, let's suppose our structure is something like this. Okay, we are going to put the first join between Mara and Marcy. Okay, then this is the inner join. Mara inner join Marcy, Mara inner join Mara inner join Marcy, and the join condition is Matner, means a Matner of uh, Mara Matner should be equal to Marcy Matner. And again, suppose if we are going to write the left outer join, okay, if we are going to write here the left outer join, and here you are going to give some, let's suppose Mardi. In this case, it is the left outer join. So in the left outer join, how it will behave, like the result of this, whatever the resultant set of internal table will come based upon this between Mara and Marcy. So you consider like this. Okay, so give a bracket over here just to understand. Okay, so whatever the data you are going to get the internal table, that will behave like a left table. Okay, and with that you will be joining with this Mardi table. So whatever the common record that will be there, that will come from the Mardi, and all the record from the Mara and Marcy which is satisfying this join condition, here whatever the result you will get here, that result and the common result from the Mardi you will get. This is the left outer join. That's what we understand from the left outer join. But if you put the inner join, only the matching, only the common record will come. Only the common record from Mara, Marcy and Mardi will come. So diagrammatically, if you want to represent, this left outer join. So see this Mara and Marcy. If we are going to see this Mara and Marcy is having inner join. So for the inner join purpose, we will be having this Marcy, right? Mara and Marcy. So all the Marcy record will be coming because we are putting the inner join, right? And Marcy is the subset of the Mara material record. So all the Marcy data will come, right? And if we are going to put the Mara inner join Marcy, outer join Mardi, in that case what will happen, that all the Marcy record as well as the Mardi record also you will get. So in this particular scenario, if you remove this BBAP, currently I'm not considering this BBAP over here, you can remove this BBAP at this particular point. I will just 1 second. Yeah, I will remove it, and once again I will try to explain it over here. So here this is my Mara table. Okay, here this is my Mara table, and now this is my Marcy table. Okay, so I'm putting the inner join. So when you are putting the inner join, all the record from Marcy will come. This concept is Now I believe it's okay for everyone, Marcy. And when you are putting left outer join Mardi, in that case, Mardi also, you know, that Mardi is going to be the part of Marcy only, right? Because Marcy is having the dependent table for the Mardi, means all the storage location will be there inside the plant only, right? So here what I will do that here maybe I will show with this color. Okay, so now if we're going to use the left outer join, so what will happen, the Mara inner join Marcy will be having this Marcy in this you know, this color. I don't know what is this color. Okay, so this color, this one, the Marcy one, complete Marcy one, and the left outer join, this yellow color, yellowish color, this one. If we're going to put, then in that case, you will get the Marcy record only, all the Marcy record, and whatever the matching record from the Mardi is there, because all the matching record from Mardi will get, right? So all the storage location corresponding to that material and plant combination, you are going to get, right, along with the Marcy data. Okay, so this is how your left outer join is going to work. If here also, if we're going to put the inner join, then in that case only Mardi record you will get. Final data will be there from the Mardi table only. Okay, final data will be there from the Mardi table. None of the material you are going to get, you know, the from the plant and from this Marcy table, which is not going to match with this Mardi table. Okay, so the basic left outer join, just in case of material, in case of multiple table is joined with some inner join, outer join like that, then you can understand like this. Suppose here also again, if you are having the inner join, after this left outer join, you are having the inner join. That in that case, all the, you know, all the result which is going to prepare till here, this will be have like the left table. Okay, and here if we're going to give some table over here, let's suppose VBAP table. Okay, then in this case, this will be your right table and this will be your left table from here to here. Okay, from here to from here, from first Mara to from Mardi. So whatever it is going to give you, the result with that you are going to inner join with BBAP. Again, if you are going to put the left outer join, left outer join, or suppose right outer join. Okay, anything. So right outer join is not supported before 7.40, but after 7.40 it is supported. Okay, so right outer join, if we're going to put it over here, then in that case all the, you know, data from beginning till here will be have a left table, and then right, whatever you are going to put here, that, you know, right outer join may be some BBAK or whatever table. Okay, or EKPO. Okay, this table. So this will be having your right table. So similarly, you can understand if we're going having the complex query, then in that case, start from left and keep on preparing the data and go to the right, and whatever the result you will get, that will be your final results. Fine. So this, I hope you understood. If you have some doubt, feel free to ask. Okay, so that's what here I have yesterday I have discussed. Okay, and you know, in if you're going to use the inner join, that's very simple. Just put on inner join. If you want to use the left outer join somewhere, you can put the left outer join based upon your requirement, right? And here the same requirement with the help of, you know, for all entries I wanted to achieve over here. So as of now, what you can do, what I have done over here, that you can see from the Mara, I am getting the data from the Mara table into IT_Mara. Then I am getting the data from the Marcy table. Okay, from the Marcy table into IT_Marcy for all entries in IT_Mara. After that, if you see, I'm getting the data from the Mardi table for all entries in IT_Marcy, right? In IT_Mardi table. And then if you observe, then I'm getting the IT_BBAP table based upon, right, from the it underscore mara. So here, if you want to optimize your query, like if you want, now here again, it again depends your how is your requirement is there. Suppose you want to fetch only those material which is present in the plant table, then why not to put the plant, why to get the data from mara, right? So in that case, you can use the plant over here, and here Marcy, right? You want to get only those material which must have at least one plant, then must be you are supposed to put this it underscore Marcy, because why to get the data from Mara, unnecessary material, why to get, right? So like that you will have to think, and you can optimize your query, right? Or if you are reviewing someone's code, right, some of your colleagues code, if you are reviewing, then in this way you can think. Okay, then here loop at it underscore marcy, what I'm doing over here, I'm preparing only those material which have at least one plant, right? So that's why I'm putting the, you know, outer loop as it underscore marcy. I can put the mara also over here, but that will be unnecessary iteration, because my requirement is not to get all the material, my requirement to get only those material which have at least one plant. That's why I'm putting the outer loop over here, and I'm preparing the data. Okay, you can put on mara also, and you can prepare the data, but that will not be the efficient way. And for that, if you are going to put the on the mara, and if you are going to put the w underscore mara over here, in that case you will have to read, if you are going to get the common material, then after reading, you know, you will have to read the marcy table, and if size of rc equal to 0, then only you will have to populate this material and plant. Okay, so leave that part. Once you will come into the real mode, you will be able to do it nicely. Okay, fine, just try to understand the concept over here, it's easy. Now here, whatever I'm doing over here, you can see that putting the loop on it underscore marcy, and then it underscore mara, I'm getting the material type and material group from the mara table for those material which is extended to at least one plant, right? And here again, you can see, because I have to get the data from the mardi table as well, so I'm putting the loop on it underscore mardi. I'm trying to get the data from, right? And here study we got stuck, that how to get the data from the BBAP table, right? So we have many ways to get the data. Just after the class, I thought on this, and I wrote at that time itself some you know, code over there. So the first way, what we can do, if you want to get the data from the VBAP table, right, you can put the data, put the loop on VBAP table, putting the where condition like matner equal to w underscore marcy hyphen matner, right? Only those matner you will have to get which is there in the marcy, right? So this one by one I'm getting the data into this work area, and for those work area material number, I'm putting the loop on it underscore bbap, and then the VBELN, this is the sales order document number, sales document number or sales order. Okay, and both is same, sales document number or sales order, both is same. Okay, so read table it underscore final. So what I'm trying to do, if already some material type, material group, plant, okay, and LGOIT is there, then I will just put over there this BBLN, right? If it is there, so I'm just reading if already those data is there. If it is present, then just modify that table, and in the final table, that particular VBLN entry, just modify that entry. Okay, this is what we have to do, we are supposed to do. If the entry is not found, right, if the first condition is if an entry is found and this BBLN is not filled, then do like this. Else if entry is found and VBLN is already filled, then append that one, right? That's what we were trying to do, right? So this is the one way. Another way what you can do, but that will not be very, you know, from performance point of view, this will not be a good way, but still people use. Okay, so you can see See, loop at it underscore BBAP, you can keep on putting the loop and simply appending the data from W underscore final to it underscore BBAP. Very simple. Just keep on appending, keep on appending. But in this case, you will be having some duplicate data, right? So to avoid the duplicate data, here you will have to write this. Okay. Delete adjacent duplicates from it underscore final, comparing all the fields, and some BBLN you will get as a blank, right? So then you will have to write delete it underscore final where BBLN is initial. So if we're going to use the second approach, after appending all this data, these two things you will have to perform. In the first approach, it is efficient approach. You don't have to do this delete adjacent and delete all this BBLN and all these things, where it is initial. Let's go into debugging and we will see how the flow is going. Okay, then I will ask some couple of questions. After that we will move forward. Okay, press effect here. Let me put the breakpoint in final it underscore final, put the breakpoint over here, and once the data got ready, what I will do, that I will just clear it underscore final. So I just want to show you that how the data is getting prepared over here, right? And up to 10 rows, I'm just removing this up to 10 rows from here. Okay, put the breakpoint, press F8. Now this it underscore final, it's a blank, press F6, and because large amount of data is there, you can see it has taken some time, but the result has been populated over here. You can see this 1,73,957 total records we came when we are going to put the inner join. Okay, because one material can be there in multiple sales order, that's why this many data has populated, right? And here you can see this material. If you want to see some material, 578 is there in this BBLN, right? 578 is there in this BBLN, right? 578 is there in this VVLN. Okay, so you can observe over here, and LGOIT, right? LGOIT. Okay, so just come over here, click on this button, and the material 578 is having the proper data. Just I will count that how many records are there in this 578 material. Okay, put the filter over here, or just count it: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 8 is there when you are considering the inner join, okay. Now just go back, and it will clear. This clear statement will clear. So I'm just pressing F6, and you can see it has clear. Now I'm going to prepare the data for of using the for all entry. So only 2 rows it is there. Here I could have not restricted the rows over here. Okay, come over here, delete, but I'm just showing with the 2 records, right? So in it underscore Mara, you can see the 2 records is there, M-01 P-109. Okay, this is the 2 record we are having. And just the Marcy, you can get the it underscore Marcy. Come over here in it underscore Marcy. Okay, and my underscore Marcy, you can see this 2 plant has been extended into multiple. The first material has been extended into multiple plant, and the second material has been also extended into the multiple plant. You can observe over here 6 plant, I think it is there, 6 plants. Okay, so that's why the 12 it is coming. And now press F6 again, and for the Mardi, if you see here in the Mardi, go to the Mardi table, it underscore Mardi, and here you can see the 14 for those 2 plant and material and plant combination. You have 188, like, because the different storage location can be there for one material and plant. So it is having in it underscore Mardi, we are having the 14 records. All those 2 materials is present, that's why right? And then come over here, and then the VBAP table, you can see in IT underscore VBAP so many data, because these two materials has been extended in, these two materials has been extended into multiple sales order. Okay, if you want to analyze the data, you can come into the ALV mode. This is called ALV mode, and you can just if you want to see the one material has been extended into how many sales order, put the select this one and click on this button, and you can see the M01 is there in so many material, so many sales order. You can see so many sales order is there. One material is there in so many sales order, means this material has been sold to in different sales order to the different, maybe the same customer or different customer, right? But it is the different sales order. That's why we are getting the data. So now you are able to understand the data, hope so. And now I'm putting the loop on this IT underscore marcy, because only I want only those material which have at least one plant. Okay, so here you can see that here you can see that IT underscore marcy, I'm putting the loop on this IT underscore marcy, and I'm preparing the data now, and you can see that IT underscore mardy, and in the final it's getting over here, put the breakpoint, press F6, and here now this is the place where we got stuck yesterday, and now you can observe over here IT underscore BBAP 351. All right, it is having 351, so all the 351 should be there in this your IT underscore final, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm putting the loop over here, and if I'm getting this VBLN over here, and this IT underscore final, if you just go and observe in IT underscore final, two records is there as of now. Okay, M01 and M01. For this VBLN is blank, right? So for the first record, okay, for the first record, if size sub rc got 0, you can see size sub rc 0 after this read statement, right? And if size sub rc is going to be 0 and VBLN is initial, you can see the VBLN is initial, right? For this first record, the VBLN is initial, right? So if it is initial, then what it will do, it will modify. I'm just modifying it. You can see that it has modified the second record. Actually it was matched 88 wala. Okay, this 88 one got matched and it was modified. Why? To append unnecessary, it will be a duplicate, right? But now if it is already failed, then what I will do, I will keep on appending. Okay, come in the second loop pass, you can see after reading, you can see again 0. For second record also it is there, so second record also it will get modified. Now you can see both the VBLN we are having at this point of time, right? You can see both the VBLN we are having, correct? One more LGORT has come, fine, no issue. Come over here and F6 F6 F6, and here you can see this time again 0, 2 is there, right? Modify. So like that you will have to prepare the data. Go through this program, try to put the debugging and try to understand yourself. And here you can see that now all the VBLN, all the different VBLN, it is coming over there. And if you press F8, okay, and if you press F8, and then you can come into this IT underscore final, then 315 records is in the final, in the final, in the final you are having 315 records. Okay, wherever the VBLN is not there, it will not come, but wherever the VBLN is there, it will come. Okay, fine. So just go here, and at last you can put the clear, come press F8, and final, remove from here, and once again press F8, and this is your final 2108. This is your final, and you can see that this is the data you are having, right? This is the data you are having. So you can observe it, okay, and you can see it how the data is there and how data one got blank, one is blank. So I think one should not, this one should not be blank. So just you can check what is the problem in this, why it's going to be blank. all the data should have all the material number. You can see this material number AM-01 is there, extended in most of the, so one thing what we can do, if suppose if you don't have any some sales document, why to, why to unnecessary keep this extra information, right? This is a duplicate information, right? This maybe the duplicate information. But here this you can see the LGORT, right? LGORT. So this, it looks fine. So just you can check in debugging why it's going into put, why this one, the first record is blank, right? First record is coming as the blank. So that can be checked over here once again by putting the debugging. Okay, fine. But I will not go and check. Please try yourself and see why that is going into the one record. The last record is blank over here, and try to find out that is correct or wrong. Fine. Now here, whatever we have done, I have replicated the scenario, whatever we have done over here, this loop at it_Marcy, it is the same as, if you remove, this Mara, where is the Mara? Yeah, this is the Mara, Marcy. Mardi, we are getting the data from Mardi also, but that is the same as if we're going to remove this, comment this one, and then from the Mardi, don't get the data from here. Then both that query and this will become, the same. Okay, the same. Just a second, let me think. Yeah, no, it's fine actually. So whatever we have written over there, this is the same. Okay, whatever we have written, it will give you the same data. Okay, it is supposed to give the same data. Whatever you are going to get the data, the same data is supposed to be given by this loop statement, whatever we are doing over here with the help of for all entries, right? So if you are going to start from here, right? If we are going to start from here, and then if we are going to end up with here, after this loop, it should have the same amount of data which we have there in this select query. Okay, the select query with inner join. Okay, this select query, the same data should come. So how to verify? So I will try to verify. It is supposed to match. Okay, it should be matched. I have not tried it whether it is matching or not, but it should match. Okay, so what I will do, I'm getting here all the data, right? All the data I'm getting. Come over here. So just for our convenient, what I will do that we will take some, some certain material number, because it will be having the large amount of data. So what we'll do, we'll keep up some certain material number, press F6, and into this it_Mara, into this it_final table, just see this record, these many records is there. So I will get some material number from here, 571, 578. We can take this. I'm just copying this one, and I will paste it, some of this material. Okay, for my backup purpose. Control V, and here I'm just going to, so press Control Y, and then select this one, copy everything and paste it over here. So I'm going to see, and the final result we would also get for this particular material with the help of for all entries also we are supposed to get. Okay, so this is how you can do the testing. Now Press F8, come out, and here also you can put the where condition, right? Where Matner equal to, so here you can give the Mara Matner or M Matner, M a Matner. Only one for one material. I'm just doing these things. Okay, now this is fine, and here also that's fine. So get this Mara inner join BBAP. This is not required now. We will give the where condition over here because for that material we will see, right? Control V, full stop, and activate this one. Let's go and check. Edit. Some problem is there. Without into clause is not allowed. Okay. Into table we'll have to give. That is true. Paste it over here. Check this. Some problem is again there. Okay. Put it in beginning because into table before 7.40 at last it is not allowed. Check now. Activate. Press F8 now. Okay. So now in the final, you would have seen that IT_final you are having. Why only 6 records? IT_final where condition what we have given. In where condition this 578 is there. Okay. Fine. So this is the character data type. We have to put in the single quote. Okay. That seems to be the region for this, and here also put in the single quote because the MATNR is your character data type. Okay, and after giving this one, we will check. It should give now these many records. Okay, because I'm putting the filter on the material number. Now press F8 and we will see. Press F6 and go to this IT_final, and this time you can see the 8 records it is giving, right? So if it is some material, if like you will have to give the correct comparison type of the data type, then only the select query will work properly. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So all these 8 records is there. 4 4 8. Fine. Good. So the same things I would like to get after running all this, for all entries and all those 8 records only, not more than that and not less than that also. That is my expectation. If it is not going to get, we will have to check, and that work is going to be done by you. Okay, because it's taking so much time. Okay, so but this is how the approach we are having, we'll have to follow this approach. I'm just pressing F8 and we will check IT_final. Here you can see we are having only 7 records in this IT_final. Okay, so we are gone 1 record. That is the question, and this you have to check. Okay, here you can see the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, only 7 record is there, and but here it is 8 records, right? So you can see our for all entry record is fine. There is no problem in that. But here you have the duplicate record, right? So that for all entries, whatever we have written, that is correct, right? Here both is duplicate. So what you could have done, that here after writing this select query, this select query, after this you can put the delete adjacent duplicates comparing all fields, then you will be your result will be matching. Here also 7, there also 7, everywhere you will get the 7 records. So you can put here that if size c equal to 0, and after each select query, make your habit, you have to check the size c. Here I'm just missing it, but you must have to do. This is the SAP standard practice. This is the best practice that we'll have to follow after each select query, after each read statement, after each modify, right? Means wherever the size c is going to be calculated at runtime, at that point, you will have to, you must have to handle this, all this ISRC. In your project, this will be your one of the reviewing criteria for review. Means the reviewer will check after this select query, if you are there in the implementation project, okay, or some new ppm kind of things, or some new change document, some new change is coming, and if your review is going to be happen, then the reviewer will see after select query you have handled the size of rc or not. Okay, this is the standard practice. Okay, so if size of rc equal to 0, then delete adjacent duplicate, delete, because here the probability is there that you can get the duplicate data. You have seen that we have got the duplicate data, right? So delete adjacent duplicate from it underscore final comparing all fields. Okay, full stop, and check it, activate it, and this time you will see that the, what you can do, that the final table, I will use this it underscore copy, okay, equals it underscore final. I will put this data into a temporary variable, so that if you want to put, you can put into the temporary variable. So what I'm doing here, the data directly, I'm writing here data. This is the new syntax. Gradually I will keep on introducing some new syntax, frequently used new syntax also. So if we're going to write like this, automatically the it underscore temp will be declared as an internal table. What this is, with the same type, it will be compatible. You don't have to go and write like it underscore temp is type table of it underscore final, right? Because both should be compatible when I'm copying the data from here to here. So this is called inline declaration. I'm declaring while, on the fly I'm declaring, right? So this makes it very convenient. Okay, okay, or else if you don't want to use this data, if you don't want to use this new syntax, you have to come over here, data it underscore temp variable type table of ts underscore final. You will have to do right like this. If you don't know how to use this, means if you don't know this syntax, then okay, so like that you will have to do. But it is convenient. Now onwards I will be using the inline declaration. So understand this concept, try using yourself also, both the way. You do both the way, I will recommend use this way for you, whoever is the fresher. Once you get expertise in the first way, then you can start using this one. Okay, fine, because in all the earlier development you can see this is the way how it used to do. After NetWeaver 7.40, these things has been introduced just to make the developer life easier. Now you can see here how easy this one. You don't have to go and declare like this. Okay, you don't have to go and declare like this. Simply you can write like this. So I'm storing a temporary variable, and then I'm just clearing this one, clearing it underscore final, because it underscore final I'm using over here, uh, again populating. So before that I'm just going to clear everything, and now I will once again activate and run it, and we will see the final result, how it's going to happen. Press F8, okay, and press F8. That's it. It underscore final, we are having 7, and in temp already I have kept the data, that also we will see. Okay, so it underscore final, it's it underscore temp. Here also you can see the 7 records. That means whatever we have written, it looks good, but until and unless you are going to do all the possible scenario, you cannot say that this code is 100% bulletproof. Okay, but logically all the possible scenario I have covered, so it should be good, but you will have to test all the possible test cases. So here I have used the one material. What you can do, you can take the two material, okay, and then you can test how many data is coming into this it underscore final and it underscore temp. If both is going to be the same, right, then most probably your code here, what you have done, that is fine, that is perfect, there is no problem in that code. Okay, because for one material also it is true, for two material also it is true, because for two material it is also true, it will be true for the n number of material. So these are the critical points. You will have to check for the zero material. If there is no material at all, in that case also this code need to be checked. You have to check for the one material, at that point also you'll have to check, and you will have to check more than one material. In that case, if all these three condition is going to be passed, then you can tell that your code is bulletproof, nothing, no problem. Okay, so one huge case I've tested it over here and it is working fine. You can see the 7 is here, 7 is here, and inside the data, if you want to compare, how you can do the comparing. Okay, how you can do the comparing, I will tell you here itself how you can do the comparison. Okay, so here you will have one option called difference. Okay, it underscore temp, you want to compare this it underscore temp is same as the it underscore final or not. So here you have one tab called difference, and here you can give that it underscore final, and here you can give the it underscore temp. Press enter. Okay, once you press enter, you will tell all the data will be populated, and click on this button, start comparison, or this button. Okay, and once you will click, it will compare and it will tell that you can see here that no value differences were found. That means, both the data is same, right? No value differences means both data is same. If some differences would be there, this tool will tell you some differences is there and it will list out here also. Okay, so that's the beauty of new debugger. Means earlier in a BAP we were having the classic debugger, so it was very, it was very, tough to debug in that. It was very tough to debug in that. I will show you that classic debugger, how it looks like. You can come over here and debugger session, and somewhere you will see that classic debugger. Come somewhere you will see the classic debugger. Actually you can switch to the classic debugger. Okay, you can switch to the classic debugger. One option will be there somewhere. Navigate to switch to, you can see the switch to classic debugger. Click on this and you will be able to switch to, see, this is how your classic debugger is there. You cannot navigate, you cannot scroll down, you cannot do anything. Very difficult to debug in this classic debugger. But you know when the new debugger came, some problem, but that is, some problem can be avoidable because there are so many advantages in the new debugging, right? Two session gets opened in the new debugging. In classic debugging, only one session gets is open. We will cover all these things in, most important things we will be covering in this how to debug effectively. There we are going to cover layer aware debugging. There we are going to cover how to do the system debugging, how to debug the update function module. So all these concepts, the advanced concept, basic concepts. Okay, and I will also prepare the set of videos from a scratch to advanced level for the debugging, only for debugging. Okay, and I will put that on the YouTube. Okay, fine. So you understood now. Let's go ahead, and now I believe that your inner join concept in the OpenSQL has been up to mark. It has been clear, and if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask. I'm ready to discuss. Okay, I'm also in the learning phase. Okay, I'm not expert or something like that. So feel free to discuss anytime, and we will learn together so many new things. Okay, if you are willing to learn. And now actually I'm trying to search that syllabus for the next topic. One note.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, please.
Yeah. In my own server, SAP, I inner joined the table. I successfully executed. Queries are tallying perfectly. I I shown the result to the end user who is maintaining all the particular domain data. Okay.
Okay.
After that, what
Okay.
he is asking, this is query is very nice. Data is also very useful, but
Okay.
we want in one screen, that screen to assign to one T code. We will use
Okay.
regularly this code. He asked
Okay.
like
Okay.
that end user.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Whatever we write the query, data is correct.
Hmm.
Inner join, I used inner join only.
Hmm.
Inner
Hmm.
join query data will come around 1,30,000 records in
Okay.
the two tables.
Hmm.
Data, what user want, he can data, he can see all the data. But
Okay. Hmm.
what he is expecting,
Hmm.
you, I want to use frequently this query every day, regular checking, monitoring.
Okay.
Now,
Hmm. Hmm.
now how can we do then that permanent sir fixed? Because if he click one T code, for example,
Hmm.
if
Hmm.
that query should come.
So that query you are using in a report, right? Or
Yeah.
uh,
Report only. I have written the report only.
okay. So when he is going to click on the that particular button, in that case,
Yeah. Yeah.
then that particular inner join query will be executed. What is the problem?
Yeah. No. If SC38, we are not giving any authorizations to users, sir. What I am
Okay.
telling.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
we have written SC38. I have done completed one report. Output is
Got.
perfect. Perfect. But
Hmm.
user
Okay.
he
One second.
cannot go inside.
Just a second. Just a second. Are you able to see my screen? What I'm doing over here? I'm doing something. Are you able to see this?
No.
Okay. So you are not able to see my screen. Fine.
Only
So
PowerPoint we are seeing.
okay. Is it fine now? Are you able to see now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let me understand your question in this way. This is your AC38 program where you have written some inner join query, right?
Yes, sir.
Inner join query you have written, and this
Yeah.
program, let's suppose this is some G program, and this G
Yes.
program, yes,
Yeah.
this G program is not having any direct authorization for your user, right?
Yes, sir.
So you would have created one T code for this, right? For this G program transaction code.
Yeah.
Have you created?
No, sir. I am there up to SC30 running of the SC38.
Okay.
I shown the user this is your result. That
Okay.
he is happy. He is happy
Okay.
with that result.
Okay.
Then what next? My next step is
Okay.
that is my doubts. We want to give permanently that query to that report to the end user.
Okay. Yeah. So what you can do,
Yes,
you
sir.
can create a T code. Okay.
Okay.
You can
Okay, sir.
create a T code. You can create
Yes,
a
sir.
T code for that particular report. It's very easy to create a T code for suppose this is my report, right? This.
Yes, sir.
For this report, I don't want AC38. Don't want to give the AC38 authorization and all to, to my user. But what we can do, I will copy this report and I will go to, there is a transaction called AC93. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here you can create the T code. So JADE program or some user specific, whatever your name, suitable name you can give, JADE test. I'm just giving over here, JADE MB28 test. Click on this create button and here some give the test, and the first option you can see that here this is the program and din pro program and selection screen, method of a class, transaction with variant, transaction with parameters. Second option, just choose program and selection screen. Okay.
Okay.
Click on this OK button and here you
Yes.
can give your program name. That's it. This much
Yes.
only you'll have to do, and just click on this
Yeah.
save button. Okay. Click on this local object and your
Yes, sir.
this transaction code is now ready. Okay. This transaction code is now ready.
Ready.
If you want to, here also if you want to use some authorization, authorization, if you, for example, suppose you don't want to give this authorization to everyone, you want to give some specific user to run this particular T code. So here you can ask your basis people to create an authorization object which is
Yes, sir.
assigned to this particular user only, means that particular user. And if you are going to put that authorization object over here, then this transaction code will be run by those people only which is having the authorization object assigned. Okay.
Yes.
So here you can see that I have created this T code directly.
Yes.
Will put the slash
Hi,
in
Pankaj.
control V. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
And
Here
yeah.
in this screen, do we need to? Okay. In SC93, there is a last checkbox. So GUI SAP. Yeah, SC93.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So we have last checkbox. Do we need to check that SAP GUI
No,
for
not
Windows?
required. Not mandatory.
Okay.
Not mandatory. You can check it.
Okay.
All these three you can check it, but not mandatory. Okay.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
SAP GUI for Windows, SAP GUI for Java. By default, SAP GUI for Windows, it will, if you don't check anything, it will check. So there is no problem. It's optional. So fine. So like that, Shiva, like see this transaction code.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This transaction code is here, and this transaction code you can give, and user will go and give the slash n over there, or without slash n also he can go into his console, and he can put this T code here in the command bar, and he will press enter. Once he will press enter, his query and report will get executed. You can see my report has started getting executed. Here I have put the breakpoint, and that's why it has stopped over here. And when I will press F8, you can see I'm able to get the data over here. So this is how you can create the T code with the help of SC93 transaction, and that T code you can give to the user and he can use that one. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No problem. So here let's go ahead and do one thing. Yeah, come. Okay, so we understood this concept for all entries and all these things. So I'm just marking in a green, and tomorrow we will discuss about the sorted internal table and hashed internal table. Very interesting, See, if we know this standard internal table, our work is, we can survive in the industry without any problem. Okay, we can work in the industry without any problem with the help of a standard internal table itself. If we know this much only, right, what we have been discussing for the normal. Just give me a second. Come over here. So if we have the limited knowledge also, if we don't know the things in very detail also, we can survive, there is no problem. But if we know the things in a better way, then we have the option to use and we can improve the performance. Okay, so for example, in this report, if you see that I have used this option with key primary underscore key, you can see the tt underscore final. This is not required, this is not required, but because we were knowing this concept, I have frequently used. But if we don't know this concept, so then what I could have done, I would have been using up to this much only, right? And in this case, this modify statement would have not been working, right? This will not work properly if you remove from there. Okay, this modify statement will not work properly if you remove the key field. Then what you could have done, then you have the alternative. What you can do, you can simply use this one, then modify it underscore final from wa underscore final, and you will have to give the index. Then in this case, what index? The site tabix, this whatever the read table is pointing to the record, that particular record you will have to give. So every time it is recommended, as a standard practice, instead of using the site tabix directly, first store this value in a local variable. So you will have to do, I'm using the inline declaration lv underscore index okay, equal to site tabix. Okay, so this will be automatically declared with the same type as it is having site tabix. Okay, you don't have to declare lv underscore site tabix type site tabix. Okay, automatically declared inline declaration data I'm using over here. And this lv index, if we are going to use, that is the better practice. Okay, this practice will have to follow. Why? Because this is a system variable, right? And it will keep on changing, it will keep on changing. So better, why to not make our practice to, you know, the better practice. Okay, so it's better to put the good habit in that. In this particular case, you, if you are going to give site tabix also over here, there is no problem. But as a standard practice, as a good practice, we are supposed to do like this. First put this value site tabix into this and use this one. So this also will work, this also will work. So it is not like if you don't know the, you know, advanced concept, if you don't know all the concept, then you will not be able to do the coding. You will be able to do, but you will not be, you will not be so flexible, right? So it's better if we are having. So similarly, if you know the standard table concept only, you will be able to do the coding, you will also be able to get the record. But somehow somewhere, you know, in 1% or 2% cases, or maybe like when we'll have to use some hash table or some shorted table, that it all depends like how much, what kind of requirement. If you have to deal with a large amount of data, maybe you can go for the sorted internal table, because every time, you know, you have to access the table. If it is frequently accessible table, not no, not modifiable table, frequently accessible, only accessible, then in that case you can use the sorted internal table, right? Similarly, you have the large amount of data, okay, frequently accessible, then in that case also you can go for this hashed internal table as well, right? So there are some, you know, we will understand tomorrow in detail about the sorted internal table and hashed internal table, and then we will see what's the difference between a standard internal table, sorted, and hashed internal table, right? So this we are going to cover in tomorrow in more detail. Any question if you have?
My side is Pankaj.
Srinivas, your voice is breaking. Are you telling something?
No. My side is no queries, Pankaj.
Okay. Anyone is having?